Hey, it's Angie with Angie Terry Yoga and Body Bliss Yoga Studio. Here is Yoga for CrossFit. We're going to begin by lying on our backs. Relax your core, allow your hips to open and your feet to fall apart. Your shoulder blades to naturally tuck under so that your arms can rest open at your sides. Today's class is Yoga for CrossFit. As someone who likes to work out, run, and do yoga, I understand the specific needs to support this active lifestyle. I also understand that someone who enjoys CrossFit also wants a challenge and doesn't want to be bored with their practice. I designed this flow to specifically target certain areas for stretching, to cultivate core strength, and to be fun, so I hope you enjoy. After our next couple of breaths, we're going to just reach those arms up and stretch the feet out. You can reach up through one side and then the other, and maybe flex and point your feet a few times. Then we're going to rest the hands back down at the sides and take the legs out wide. Pressing into your left hand, reach up with your right hand, touching your left toe, and then take it to the other side. We're going to do 8 more. So continue to do this, pressing down through the sitting bones as you lift up, and really lengthening up through the chest so that we don't feel a round in our low backs. We want to keep the core strong and use the breath to move back and forth through this motion gently and fluidly. Nice job. Then we'll tuck the knees into the chest, give them a squeeze, and if it feels good, you can take them to the armpits. If you want even more, you might want a happy baby to begin your practice, and if your baby is super happy, you can rock it from side to side. Then let's bring the knees back in, and we're going to rock and roll coming into boat pose. So you're going to find that tripod of balance between the sitting bones and the tailbone. Lift your chest, and notice the front hip flexors working as we hold and breathe. Keep lifting through your chest and lengthening the spine. Then cross one ankle over the other, plant your hands and step back to plank pose. We're going to find a straight, strong body and then move it back into downward facing dog. From downward dog, feel free to pedal it out, sway the hips, whatever you need to do to work out any kinks. And then we're going to move forward to plank, inhaling, exhaling chaturanga, inhale to plank, exhale downward facing dog. Again, inhale plank pose, chaturanga exhale, inhale to plank, exhale downward facing dog. Inhale plank pose, exhale chaturanga, inhale plank, exhale downward dog. Inhale plank pose, exhale chaturanga, inhale plank, exhale downward dog. On your next breath in, reach the right leg high, and as you exhale, step the right foot to the outside of your right hand with your heel on and toe off the mat. Back knee comes down, flip your toe, and if you need to, you can bring in a block to place your forearms down. You can stay on the fingertips if you want, or you can bring it all the way down to the forearms on your mat. It just depends on how much room and space you have, and we'll be here for a few breaths. So take your gaze forward, try to lengthen through your spine, and let the hips drop heavy toward the floor. Perfect. Hands come underneath you. Flip your back toe, lift the knee, and we're going to step up for a prayer squat. So left foot steps up, toes out, heels in. And if it doesn't feel right to drop all the way in, just keep the elbows on top of the thighs and bounce around a little bit, moving organically, or pull the elbows to the inside of the knees, press them apart from each other, bring the hands to the heart and sit up long. Then hands come down, push into the hands to fold, and let's take our fingers and wrap them around the big toes, lengthening on our inhale, and as we exhale, use the biceps to stretch the crown of the head toward the floor as we lift the tailbone. This allows us to get a little bit deeper. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, and we're going to inhale back, downward facing dog, exhaling here. Inhale, left leg lifts high. As you exhale, left foot steps to the outside of your left hand. Thigh bones pull apart, back knee drops, toe flips, and we take it down to whatever extent works for our body. This might mean that our fingertips stay on the ground, and especially if you're really tight, so don't feel like you have to come all the way to the forearms if that doesn't feel right for your body. Take another deep breath here. And then we're going to gently lift up onto the hands, flip your back toe, lift the knee, step up to prayer squat again. Right foot comes up to meet the left. And we sink in as much as possible, or we drop the hips all the way down, lengthening the spine and lifting through the crown and the chest. We want to gently scoop the thigh bones forward. Take a big in-breath, and as you exhale, hands are going to come down to the floor. You're going to push into the hands to help you lift up. And if you want to, you can take that same fold we did last time, or you can clasp your hands behind your back and just let the knuckles fall up and over toward the front of your mat, bending the knees if you need to. We want to let the shoulders begin to open and stretch. And then hands are going to release to the floor, plant them, and step back into plank pose, taking it to downward facing dog. From here, we'll inhale to the balls of our feet, bend our knees, and you can walk, step, or float yourself to the top. Take a halfway lift, fold on your exhale, and then sweep up, upward salute, palms together, hands to the heart on your exhale. We're going to get ready for what I call fun salutations. So step apart as if you're going into prayer squat, reach up, and then exhale down into prayer squat. Seat's going to come down, plow pose on your inhale. As you exhale, tuck the feet underneath you and jump it back, chaturanga. Up dog is your inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. They're kind of wild. Okay, walk it back if you need to. Sometimes these make us travel forward. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet, bend your knees. Exhale, walk, step, or float into prayer squat feet. Push away, inhale, lift up, and as you exhale, hands come to the heart. And we'll do another one. Inhale, reach the arms. Exhale, sink into prayer squat. As you inhale, plow pose. Pull it back, have some fun. Exhale, legs underneath, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it back. And then get ready for your next one, big breath. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet, bend your knees. And as you exhale, malasana feet, prayer squat. Inhale, we lift up, reaching the arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. One more time. Reach up, inhale. As you exhale, sink your seat down into your prayer squat. Seat comes down, plow pose, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And walk it back. Good. Take a nice deep breath here. And then inhale to the balls of your feet, bend your knees, and exhale, walk, step, or hop, normal feet. We're going to get ready for chair pose. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Feet together, toes touching, maybe heels slightly parted. Sink into the seat, reaching the arms up. Chair pose works to strengthen and lengthen our core. It works the hips, it works the quads, and the shoulders. It's a beautiful pose. Take a big breath in here. And then as you exhale, we're gently going to drop down into forward fold, bringing the hands through the heart. Halfway lift is our inhale. And then chaturanga, take it back, exhale. Up dog or cobra. And then downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts high. And as you exhale, step to warrior one feet, spinning the back heel down. Rise up through the center. Inhale, tailbone turns down. And we're going to exhale our hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, and move to humble warrior, gently bowing down inside the front leg. Here, draw the right hip into the midline and really charge up your back foot. Release any tension in your head and neck. Take a deep breath and then reach it up. Inhale. Exhale, come to crescent, right hand to the waist. Inhale, lengthen through that left arm. And then exhale the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, coming into a revolve lunge, palms together at the heart. Inhale, hold this, and then as you exhale, windmill up and over into warrior two. Front foot or front ankle is right underneath the knee. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended angle, any variation you want. Stretching it out. Let's hold for a full breath here. And then as you take your next inhale, pull back and reverse your warrior. As you exhale, we'll windmill down, framing our front foot. Back knee is going to come down, flip your toe, and move into Anjaneyasana or low lunge. Tailbone turns down, core draws in, low rib cage in tight. And then exhale, hands come down. We pull back into Ardha Hanuman or half splits. Right toes pull back toward us as we lengthen our chest toward the toes and draw up and long through the tailbone. You should feel a hamstring stretch here for sure. And as you exhale, walk forward. We're going to come right up into warrior three, chest reaching forward, heel is extended back, toes turned down toward the floor, hips parallel. Inhale, crescent, gently set back. And as you exhale, hands frame your foot. Lengthen your right leg coming into a straight leg lunge, and you can use blocks here if you need to. We really want to draw the right hip slightly back, left hip slightly forward, and elongate your chest toward the front so that we lift through the tailbone and create kind of a cow pose in the upper body. If it feels good and you have space, rest down over that leg. And then you can move blocks if you don't need them. Hands can come to the floor, and we really just want to get some space. And then we're going to take it into plank. Exhale, chaturanga, up dog, and then downward facing dog as you exhale. Next inhale, come to the balls of your feet, bend your knees, and exhale, walk, step, or float. Halfway lift, exhale, fold, sweep up, inhale, upward salute, exhale, hands to the heart. Toes together, chair pose again. Reach those arms as we sink the seat. Let's be active in the core here. Low rib cage draws in as we lengthen, drawing the biceps back by the ears. Sink down, inhale here, and as you exhale, hands come through the heart as we fold. Halfway lift is our inhale, exhale, float back, chaturanga, up dog, and then exhale back, downward facing dog. Same thing, left side, inhale. We lift the left leg high, and as you exhale, step, warrior one, spinning the back heel down. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, hands are going to come behind our back, interlacing the fingers. And we're going to move toward humble warrior, reaching the chest up, and then humbly bowing inside the front leg. Knuckles come up and over, we release our head and neck. Keep the left hip drawing in and charge up the outside edge of your right foot. And then as you take your next breath in, start to come up using the core, reach the arms high. And as you exhale, come to the ball of your back foot, take your left hand to your waist. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Draw the left hip into the midline and spin yourself open into revolve lunge. Big breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to windmill up and open into warrior two. So let's take it up and over. Warrior two, spinning the back heel down. Inhale, we're going to reverse our warrior, and as we exhale, we move into extended angle pose. Right arm up and over. Hold this for a full breath, really pulling the hips underneath you. And then as you take your next inhale, reverse, and as you exhale, we're going to windmill down, framing your front foot. Once you frame your front foot, we're going to move into low lunge, back knee comes down, flip your toe, and let's sweep the arms up toward the sky. Take a nice big breath in, turning the tailbone down and drawing the navel away from the front leg. And then let's exhale, hands down, lengthening the left leg, we come back into our half splits. It's an isometric draw back through that left hip, so you press down through the heel, toes pull back toward you to get into the ankle and the calf. Take a deep breath. Feel the stretch. And then slowly come forward, flip your back toe, lift your knee, and move into your warrior three, balancing. Right toes turn down toward the floor, internal rotation through that thigh, and keep up dogging through the chest. Inhale back, crescent lunge, and as you exhale, hands frame your foot. And let's move back into that straight leg lunge. Left leg lengthens, right leg is straight. Stay on the ball of your back foot, and then parallel the hips. Rest down if you have space. And just gently breathe here, allowing your hamstrings to open. Exhale forward, plant your hands, and then take your vinyasa, moving through all the way to downward facing dog. We're going to move one movement, one breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right leg forward, warrior one. Exhale, hands behind your back. Inhale, open, and as you exhale, bow. Inhale, reach up, arms high. Exhale, move to crescent, reach, inhale. Exhale, move to your revolve lunge. Exhale over to warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill down, framing your foot. Low lunge, inhale. Exhale, half splits, pull back. Warrior three, straight up, dynamic move here. Exhale, step back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands down, lengthen that leg, and move into your vinyasa, planking to chaturanga, to up dog, and to downward facing. Left leg high, inhale. Warrior one, exhale. Reach up, inhale. Hands behind the back. Reach the chest high, bow on your exhale. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, spin, left hand to waist, right arm reaches. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of the knee. Take a breath in, and then move to warrior two. Inhale to reverse. Exhale to extend. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, windmill down, frame your foot. Low lunge, inhale. Half splits, exhale. Warrior three, I get a little bit off balance here, bear with me. And then exhale back, reaching high. Inhale, straight leg lunge. Exhale, come forward, softening, plank pose, inhale breath. Chaturanga, exhale, up dog, and then back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high, this time pigeon pose. Bring it through, drop it underneath you, and it's your choice whether you take that left ankle closer to your left wrist. That will create more of a stretch in the hip, so whatever feels right for you. If you want to, you can also come onto the forearms. Here, I'm holding it up. I want to really feel that stretch in the hip flexors. And then we're going to take it back into three-legged dog and open into scorpion, giving our ankle a few rounds, and then step it back into your downward dog. Inhale, left leg high, coming to pigeon again. Good. And then reach up through the chest or come onto the forearms, whatever works. Balance out between the left and the right side of your body, and just you decide what your body needs right now. I wanted a little more stretch in my hip flexor here. So big breath in. And then as you exhale, get ready. Flip your back toe, lift your knee, inhale, left leg high, scorpion on your exhale. A few rounds through that ankle, and then reach it up and head back into your downward dog. We're going to come into tabletop for some cats and cows. So as you inhale, chest reaches forward and tail lifts. Exhale, round your spine, cat pose. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. One more time. Big inhale, reach the chest forward, lift the tail. Exhale, round your spine. Neutral spine, and then walk it forward. We're going to pull those legs underneath us and come onto our backs, kind of taking the same route as we came when we came in or started our practice. Knees to chest, maybe wide knees, or happy baby pose if you want. You can rock from side to side, or you can just hold knees to chest, and that's perfectly fine. Bring the knees back in. Lengthen out one leg and then the other. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you and start to release toward the floor. Shavasana is just important as everything else we did today, so take your time, stay as long as you want, and thanks for practicing. Namaste.